Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's quick 5-minute video. We're going to be changing the oil on a brand spanking new, well, it's not brand new, but a brand new 2023 GMC Sierra 2500. It's got the L5P 6.6 liter diesel. They don't make them easy to say, eh? It's got the big duramax. The 23, like I said. So long story short, my second free oil change was declined because I went 500 kilometers over. Meanwhile, I followed the dash. So I told them, you've lost a lifelong customer and I'll change the oil myself. But I wasn't planning on going to them anyhow. So I went out, I got my oil, my filter, and yeah, let's make this video nice and quick. Let's go. Okay, underneath the truck here, guys. I got it here, it's a 15 millimeter. Just a long, I think this thing should hold 10 liters. There's about 10 liters coming out, so. I've got the dipstick pulled out of the engine bay. I got a feeling she's gonna go flying. No mess, baby. Okay, that's draining pretty good. Hopefully you can see the blue oil filter up top here is the one. I'm going at it with one of these vice grip pliers. Oh, it's not on insanely hard like from factory, you know. All right, I just ended up going to get another oil pan. Now, I do like these channel lock ones. The only problem is they got a tendency to really chew up the filter. So they're great for removal because they grab really good. I crack it just ever so gently. See where the oil wants to go. Whoa, shoots out the side. Wow. So we'll let that do its thing there. We'll take it off and then I'll show you what I'm using. Okay, so with this oil change here, I'm using Mobil 1. I pulled the AC Delco off. I probably should have stuck with the OEM AC Delco. They didn't have it at Part Source in Canada where I bought all my rigging from. So I recommended the Mobil 1. It looks good, except when I pulled it off, I went, what the f***? So I called him right away, and he's told me this is definitely the filter. It looks like the rings line up. Yeah, so like the filter's thicker, the rings line up, the sealing gasket lines up, the threads look the same. I'm going to thread this one on nice and easy. Says it's good for 25,000 kilometers. I'm only going probably 10,000 kilometers with this oil that I bought. And yeah, I don't suspect this will be an issue here. I mean, it's probably got the same surface area on the inside. You know, it's shorter, but it's bigger. This lip extends a bit, but this is what I'm using. I'll throw a link in the description for that one, this one, and a couple others. And if you want to support the channel, if you click those links, we get a little Amazon kickback, and that helps. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. So I just went and I put a little bit of oil in this filter because it's not like the Cummins where it was so difficult to get the filter on. This Mobil 1 M1-210 does thread on. I didn't fill it all the way because it usually just makes a mess. But historically, if you follow this channel, and I always catch flack about it, and I don't really care, but I almost never fill my filters up. If I can get a bit of oil in it without making a mess, I will, but all right, so what I'm going to do with this one, as tight as I can, and I'm going to get on there with my vice grips because it chews it up pretty good. I'll probably put a little rag around because I can actually get a rag on this. And I'll just give it a little quarter, half turn, okay? And then obviously do not forget to put your drain bolt on. I'm still actually dribbling some oil, so I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. I'll post the torque specs for the drain bolt for you, okay? Okay, so I was a little confused on the oil type. So the cap, obviously, my cap shows 1540, you know, true diesel oil. You know, historically, I've always used 540. I'm up here in Canada. I'm in Niagara Falls, so it doesn't get super cold like way up north, but probably my next oil change, I'll switch to 540 for the winter. I'm putting a decent amount of kilometers on this thing. So I'm using Rotella T5, okay? It's a semi-synthetic blend. You know, you could go full synthetic and get better protection, I guess. Thing is, I'm changing this every 10,000 kilometers, which is like pretty tight intervals. Then, you know, this does meet the CK4, CJ4, CJ4 +, and those other things, I think, for the emissions. and it was way cheaper. So not to cheap out on a brand new truck, but if, you know, this is what it loaded up on the paper, then this is good. Should work fine, especially at 10,000 kilometers. So I'm not too worried. So it takes 9.5 liters or 10 quarts. So these are 5-liter jugs. So I'm going to go 5 and just leave about a half liter in one jug. So one thing I noticed with the shell, especially when it pretty much always goes like this. You know, it's tricky to see where the oil level is. So just to be safe, I already put 5 liters in, so that's fine. I got myself a decent measuring cup at 1 liter, a full liter. And I'll just do 4.5 of those. Then I'm not guesstimating, you know, underfill or overfill. You know, it's just, even in direct sunlight, it's tricky to see. So just to make sure. All right, that is 9.5 liters. If you're curious what this little wire is, you might have saw it earlier. I wired another inverter into this Duramax. If you're curious how I did that, I got a pretty detailed video. It's for a Cummins, but it's the exact same unit. So it, you know, the way I've got it set up, it's pretty much plug and play. Just a harness, bring it up, plug it in. Oil life. Press and hold to reset. Oh, nice. You just, yeah, scroll, press it once, resets the oil life. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you're new to this channel, we're traditionally a homesteading and how-to channel. I'm getting back to my how-to videos, so a lot of maintenance on the Duramax. My father-in-law went and traded his baby Duramax in for a big Duramax, and now we got 2 big Duramaxes and a little eco diesel. So we're constantly maintaining vehicles, tractors, and all sorts of stuff. So if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.